Okay guys, so we are sitting in the floor in front of my Christmas tree. Looks way taller when you're sitting in the floor. I wanted to show what I use to wrap my gifts. Now, with that being said, I am usually a little bit extra when it comes to gift wrapping. So, I'm still extra. I mean, it's just gonna be that way. So if you watch some of my other videos this Christmas season, you've seen that I made all of my ornaments on my tree, even the poinsettias and the garland ribbon, except that Merry Christmas banner. I bought that at Hobby Lobby. But everything else I made on my tree. So I decided that I wanted my gifts to look very personalized and kind of country, and when they're sitting under my tree, I want them to look like they're part of the decoration. So this is what I used. Okay, for starters, brown craft paper from the Dollar Tree, just $1 a roll. And then these brown bags, they were 3 for $1 on the smaller ones, 2 for $1 on the larger. Baker's twine looks really cute, just with the simple tag. This burlap and lace ribbon I used a lot this year on different crafts. This really cute ribbon looks nice, tied around the brown paper to really dress it up. And then I used some of the red burlap to tie a couple bows. Jute twine, of course. I also have a red roll that I'm pretty sure came from the Dollar Tree. Okay, the next thing that I used, I did make these. These are just brown cardstock cut into tags. So I have a larger tag with a curly top, or curvy top, I guess, and then this skinnier one. And I did use a couple of these that I cut out the little snowflake on, and then I have a couple larger ones left. I actually used a stamp on these, but I felt like it bled a little bit and it looked a little bit messy. I actually decided that I liked it better if I just wrote on the tags. So I did make these on my Cricut. I actually seen something similar at Michael's, and I think they were like, I don't know, $3 for like 10 or 12 tags, and I thought that was crazy. So I bought some cardstock. I think it was like 5x7, a stack of 100. It was $7.99. I used a half off coupon, and I have used it on a ton of stuff. If you watched me do the small gifts the other day, when I tied the hair bands around them, that was the same pack of cardstock, and also the earring cards that I cut out of that is that cardstock as well. So I'm just scanning across. None of the packages are wrapped identically. The only thing that did not come from Dollar Tree are obviously these tags that I made, and these bags. So I actually got 6 of these for $2.99, and this is like chalkboard, so you can write on it. I have terrible handwriting, we know that. I have been looking for a like the chalk pen, so, or I don't know, I've heard it's easier to write with. So if someone knows where I can find one of those, please let me know. I guess there's one other ribbon that I forgot to include, and that's the chevron ribbon, but it is also Dollar Tree. There are a couple gifts that have like little ornaments tied to them. This one is to Ricky's mom, and we just tied this. This was actually $1.69 originally at Michael's, but I bought it when it was like 80% off 3 or 4 years ago, and I just had them and happened to come across them. So this one, I actually glued this ribbon down, this wider burlap, and then I just tied the green over it and made a little bow on top. This one, it is actually like the top will lift off, but it is just tied with some green jute. The baker's twine on that blue, I think it looks really nice. All of those 6 girls gifts that you see me make the other day, this is them. These are birch boxes. These worked out really nice for those. So I have 6 of these under the tree, and I wrapped individually the top and the bottom. This one is to Ricky's daughter, my soon-to-be stepdaughter. This one is one of the cousins, so I just used a little burlap bow and then tied it with some jute twine. So, if you've seen me do the tutorial for the, and y'all don't judge, that's paint. We all know what it is. I'm a crafter. It happens. It's just, when I sit down on the floor, I noticed it. I was like, oh, man. This is my mom's, and if you've seen me do the poinsettias for my tree, this is the same concept, because this is wired ribbon. So instead of cutting those points, like the ends of the ribbon to a point, I just kind of cut them round, and it actually made a really pretty flower. But under this is another one of those ornaments from Michael's. It's a polar bear. My mom is obsessed with polar bears, so I tied that to her gift. And then she has one of these larger tags with the snowflake cut out. And I will come back here. I actually took 3 colors of the jute and tied or braided them together, just to make this one look a little bit different. There's the lighter baker's twine. This one, another one of those girl gifts for one of our cousins. I did the same thing with this flower here, and I just tied it with the jute twine. This is a box wrapped top and bottom. This one I just put the green and red together and tied them. So of course there's the red twine. This is a gift for my grandma, or as we call her, Mama. I was actually at her house the other night when I was wrapping these gifts. I just piled all my stuff into the car and went over and spent some time with her and wrapped some gifts. It was already in the box, and I was like, you know, I have a couple of these ornaments. Which one do you like? So she picked this one. These are really nice wood cutout ornaments. They look great painted, but they also look really nice natural. So that is hers. Her favorite color is red, so I just opted for some red jute on that one. And that one just has a simple bow in the middle that is to one of the aunts or uncles, I don't know, someone. And then this one just has a couple green bows tied on top. And this one is to Ricky's mama. And it has the other wooden ornament and a big snowflake tag. And then that's to a cousin. And I kind of did this one on the diagonal. So crossed it here. And then up the sides, up the corners like this. And tied it in a little bow. Again, these are very simple. This is not normally the type of wrapping that I do. But like I said, I wanted everything to match. I did not want it to clash. And I would have never thought about that. But I remember we had a neighbor when we were a kid. I don't know. Debbie, if you watch my videos, you'll know that this is you. She had mauve carpet, and you see it looks terrible, so I really need one of those chalk pens. But our neighbor Debbie had mauve carpet, and she lived across the road from us, and she sent my mom out. She's like, hey, if you're going to town, I need pink wrapping paper. My mom is like, it's Christmas, why are you wrapping your presents in pink paper? What? It can't clash with the carpet. And I had never thought about that before. with that being said, Debbie's house always looked great. Everything was very coordinated, and it was at that point that I decided, when I have my own tree, my presents are not going to clash with, well, in this case, it matches the carpet. Not intentional, but it's not going to clash with my Christmas tree. That was my biggest thing. So I always make sure that my gift wrap matches whatever theme on my Christmas tree that particular year. And everything, so when my gifts are sitting here, I hope that doesn't make any sense, or make anyone sick, me scooting around the floor, but when my gifts are sitting here, even if they spill out to the floor, they look like they are part of the decoration, and I love that. And I have seen some other videos of like people using the brown craft paper, and they did some really neat stuff with it. Painting it with like nail polish polka dots or tying little pom-poms, and that is super cute. But I really feel like the simple items that I chose really brought together the whole look that I was going for. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any ideas that are similar to this that may still coordinate, I still have a whole pile of presents over there that have not yet been wrapped. So leave those in the comments below, because I still have some ideas and I don't want any two packages to look identical. I know some of them just have like jute or the baker's twine, but none of them are identically tied or the same color. So they are all a little bit different. But any ideas, I always welcome those. So please leave those in the comments below. And thanks again for watching.